It wasn't there yesterday.
Get it on.
I know you were there that night, Sarah.
You can't prove anything, Sheriff.
A single gunshot shatters a quiet town. By morning, a good man is dead. And by nightfall, everyone is convinced I'm the killer. The problem? The real murderer is the one hunting me. The gunshot cracked the silence of Maple Hollow at 2:17 a.m. I was awake when it happened, lying on my couch, staring at the water stain on the ceiling, counting reasons not to sleep. In a town this small, you learn the difference between fireworks, a car backfiring, and a gun. This was a gun. One shot, clean, final. I grabbed my jacket and stepped onto the porch. The air smelled like wet pine and cold metal. Porch lights flicked on down the street, one by one, like the town was waking up reluctantly, afraid of what it might see. The sound had come from Miller's Road. Everyone in Maple Hollow knew who lived there. Ethan Cole, high school history teacher, recently divorced, quiet, too quiet for a man who used to smile so easily. I hadn't spoken to him since the fundraiser last fall, the night my husband left me standing alone by the raffle table. Funny how memory works, how it brings back useless details when something terrible happens. Police cars screamed past me before I reached my car. By the time I arrived, red and blue lights were bleeding into the trees. Yellow tape cut through the darkness like a wound. I didn't need to see the body to know Ethan was dead. I felt it in my chest, heavy and certain. "Man, you can't cross the line," an officer said. "I know," I replied. My voice didn't shake. That scared me. Sheriff Daniel Brooks stood near the driveway, his jaw tight. He'd known Ethan since childhood. He'd known me since I was 16 and stupid enough to think small towns were safe. He looked at me, eyes narrowing, not with suspicion, not yet, but with something else, recognition. "You heard the shot?" he asked. "Yes." "You're alone?" "Yes." A lie, technically. Grief was standing right next to me. They said Ethan was found in his study, one gunshot to the chest, no sign of forced entry, no suicide note. The gun wasn't his. By sunrise, the whole town would be talking. By noon, they'd be looking for someone to blame. And by nightfall, I'd realize something chilling. The last person Ethan texted before he died was me. By morning, Maple Hollow felt different, like the town had shifted an inch to the left and no one knew how to stand straight anymore. I woke to my phone buzzing non-stop, missed calls, messages that didn't ask questions, only pretended to. "Did you hear? They say it was murder. Are you okay?" No one asked where I was last night. That came later. I drove to the diner because that's what people in Maple Hollow do when something bad happens. They gather around burnt coffee and pretend proximity equals comfort. The bell above the door rang too loudly when I walked in. Conversations dipped, then resumed at a lower volume. Watching. I slid into a booth near the window. Mary Lou, the waitress, poured my coffee without asking. Her hand trembled. "Rough night," she said. "For everyone," I replied. She nodded, but her eyes lingered a second too long, like she was trying to memorize my face, as if it might change. Sheriff Brooks walked in 10 minutes later. The diner went silent this time. He spotted me immediately and crossed over, slow and deliberate. "Mind if I sit?" he asked. I did mind. I nodded anyway. "We checked Ethan's phone," he said, not bothering with small talk. "You were the last person he contacted." "I know. You didn't respond." "I was asleep." Another lie. I'd read the message. "I need to talk. It's important." I'd told myself I'd answer in the morning. Brooks studied me like a puzzle missing pieces. What did he want to talk about? I don't know. That part was true, or close enough. He slid a photo across the table. Ethan's study, bookshelves, desk overturned, a dark stain on the floor I refused to look at for more than a second. "No forced entry," he said, which means Ethan knew his killer, or he thought he did. My coffee tasted like metal. "People are scared," he continued, "and scared people talk." I looked around the diner. Every eye dropped the moment I moved. Too late, they'd already decided something. On my way out, I noticed it. My car, a thin strip of yellow tape tied to the side mirror, flapping in the wind. Police. At home, they searched everything. Drawers, closets, the trash. One officer came out holding something between two fingers. A gun. Not mine. I felt the room tilt. "We found this under your kitchen sink. Ballistics will confirm, but it matches the caliber." I laughed. I actually laughed. "You think I killed him?" "I think," he said carefully, "that someone wants it to look that way." That night, as I lay in bed staring at the ceiling stain, one truth settled into my bones. Ethan hadn't texted me for help. He'd texted me because he knew I'd be the perfect suspect. By the third night, Maple Hollow had already convicted me. No charges yet, just looks, whispers, and the way doors closed a little faster when I walked by. Fear doesn't need proof, it only needs a story, and mine was being written without me. I stopped sleeping. Instead, I read. Ethan's old emails, school newsletters, donation records, anything that could explain why someone would frame me so neatly. That's when I saw the pattern. Money. Ethan had been quietly auditing the town's historical fund. Small grants, community donations. No one paid attention, except Ethan and someone else. Sheriff Daniel Brooks. The realization hit me like ice water. Brooks had signed off on every fund transfer. His brother-in-law ran the construction company that restored buildings that never needed repairs. Ethan had uncovered it, and Ethan had gone to the one person Brooks would never suspect himself to accuse. Me. I needed proof. I broke into Ethan's house just after midnight. The police tape was loose, almost inviting. In his study, behind a loose bookshelf, I found a flash drive taped to the wall, labeled in Ethan's handwriting, "If anything happens to me." I didn't make it far. "Drop it," a voice said. Brooks stepped out of the shadows, gun raised. His face wasn't angry, it was tired. "He was going to ruin everything," Brooks said. "All for the truth?" I said, "You killed him." "No," he replied softly, "I protected my family." He fired. The shot missed me by inches. I ran. Sirens erupted, ones I'd triggered earlier by sending the flash drive contents to the state police. Brooks froze, realization dawning too late. By morning, he was in custody. By evening, my name was cleared. Maple Hollow returned to normal, the way small towns always do, by pretending nothing happened. I still see Ethan's name on my phone sometimes, a ghost notification that never arrives. He knew the truth would survive him. He just needed someone ordinary enough to carry it. And in a town full of secrets, that was the most dangerous role of all. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.